Guys, here I'm at the Winco. They have most of a lot of stuff, but there's something they don't have. See the wheat berries that they used to buy, the price went up and they don't have it. So the shelf is empty. And I already asked the worker, they don't have it. So I got some that was in the bin by the pound. So I got 2 bags of those. And I also got some jerky to save for later. Some kiwi to eat for now. Some of this sauce my kids like. I want to plant some garlic. And what else? This is just empty bag. I accidentally punctured a hole in it when I was getting stuff. So, and here I'm getting some more barley. Even though the price went up. I used to show you guys a haul maybe like over a year ago when it was 60 cents a pound. Now it's more than 75 cents a pound. So the prices are going up on everything. That's one thing. But also, even though prices is going up, the things are disappearing. And I wanted to get some more of the wheat berries because if you put them in the bucket, they last a long time and longer than flour. But apparently, I have to buy it in small packages now. So I'm gonna get this chicken in a can while the price is still good. We tried it before, it tastes good, and it's 10 ounces for $1.88. That's the same price I paid last year, and I'm getting a lot of them. I'm getting okay, the expiration date expires in 24, so that's still a good expiration date. So they say it could never happen in America. Like people could never ever starve in America just because we're the richest country in the world and we don't have homeless people, don't have any hungry people, don't have people on government assistance, don't have anybody who's poor. Everybody's so rich and they have everything they need. Yeah. So lots of people are aware that we have supply chain issues, right? Stuff is missing here and there from the shelf sometimes. But I guess some people might not be noticing like empty grocery shelves just because they order stuff online, maybe. But you know, this online stuff, it was not so popular before the 2020. Do you think it's another trick for them so they not people would not go inside the grocery store and not see the empty shelves? Because when you're doing like pickup or um, delivery and stuff, which I have never done because there's lots of groceries on my way home from work. Why pay for delivery? Or you know, if I have to stop at the grocery store, I might as well go inside, you know, and just and buy what I need. And also when I'm doing that, I might look at the expiration dates to make sure I'm getting a decent stuff that's not expiring tomorrow and that scans are not dated and dented and stuff, you know. Yeah. But lots of people might not be aware just because they don't go to the grocery stores anymore. They have stuff delivered. So I think some people might be aware of the fertilizer issues we're gonna have this year because it's getting expensive and you know, there's a shortage of it and there was a bad harvest last year. So and if we're gonna have fertilizer problems this year, there's not gonna be a good harvest this year either. Plus who knows how the weather is gonna what is it gonna do. Also, I'm sure everybody noticed the gas prices. Oh, the sun is shining right into my face now that the clouds moved. Also, I'm sure everybody knows about the war going on in Europe, uh, but maybe not everybody is aware that those two countries that are fighting now are the biggest grain producers in the world. So if one of them is not going to be able to produce anything, the other one is just not doesn't want to sell to some of the countries and all the other things. Um, yeah, there is going to be even more shortage. With the gas prices, I'm sure everybody noticed them going up, but now that they went a little bit down, some people got relaxed and like, yeah, not no big deal, they're going down again. They're going down a little bit, but the main reason why they're going down is because they released the reserves. Like they released our emergency gas or oil that is supposed to be for emergency, for like real emergency, not for times like right now, because even they're still pumping oil and there's it still exists. The only thing is getting more expensive because of all those sanctions politics, and people just not getting along. So while these things are going in the world, the main reason why we might end up starving here in the United States, along with the whole world as well, just because our economy is global. So if one place somewhere has a shortage, they're gonna try to buy it from other places if they can. And the main problem for us here is the United States keep exporting our grains and other food stuff. So, you know, I some people are like, not people, the corporations or whoever's selling it, they would just want to make a profit, and they would sell it to whoever wants to pay more. But the thing is, um some people, not people, like countries like China and other places that have lots of population, like they will buy just no matter how much, as much as you're willing to sell, they will buy it all. They might actually buy more, so there will be not enough left for us here. So unless you can buy it now for yourself to make sure you have it for yourself, um, a few months from now, there might not be anything left. Also, right now, whatever foods we have in the stores, they were grown last year, and the last year's harvest was when, like last summer, last fall. So the next harvest is gonna be this summer and this fall. So if this summer, I mean, if this year's harvest is not gonna be good, and they're gonna sell all the stuff they can possibly sell because they're gonna sell it to whoever wants to pay more. Yeah, we're gonna have nothing left for us here. So when I tell people to stock up, they say like, "Oh, government will take care of them." Like, um, the government does take care of some people. Like they give them food stamps and those the stimulus checks, and like they think the government will help them. Like the only way the government can possibly give you, like, help you, is they're gonna give you money. And if there's no food to buy with that money, what are you gonna do with them? I mean, yeah, you can wipe your butt with it maybe, if there's no toilet paper, but you're not gonna be able to eat it, you know? The only thing the government cares about is like, those people who are in government. Not all of them, but a lot of them. They care about how to be reelected again, how to stay in power, and how to make more money for themselves. So I wouldn't trust people like that. So why shouldn't I trust them, you say? Well, they already, yeah, even dogs know that. They already told everybody, oh, it's only 2 weeks of quarantine stuff. Uh, but now thinking about it, like, okay, they told everybody to stock up on 2 weeks worth of groceries and stuff, and then everybody like crazy went into grocery store, crowds at the pandemic time, crowds at the grocery store. I mean, is that something that would be good for people, being in a crowd during the pandemic? No. Like they would have to stock up for 2 weeks, and then they start their quarantine. Like, okay, when they're stocking up, there's no uh, there's no, like, you can't get sick, right? But then uh, the next day you have to stay home because you can possibly get sick. Yeah. So it's just crazy and stupid, right? Well, then they also said, like, yeah, I'm not gonna even say about like the things that's supposed to protect you from the disease, but then turns out they don't, and then whoever took them, they're just like damage their health and got no use from them. So also they said about the inflation that it's transitory, that it's gonna be like just temporarily, and then they said, oh, it's not, it's gonna not gonna be transitory anymore. And yeah, it's never transitory, you know, it just, once it started, it's gonna keep on going. Okay, and now they're saying there's gonna be less food, but don't worry, we're not gonna run out. So after all that, do you still believe it? Because I really don't. And even if whatever they're saying is true, and just because there's gonna be less, I better have more at my own possession, so I will have enough. Because I don't want to have less. I want to have just like normal, just like we have now. Like, just like maybe we had at normal times. So I don't want to have less. I want to have like we had at normal times. So if you still think the starvation is not possible in the United States, yeah, think again, because I think it's possible. I think, you know, we're not like special, more special here than anywhere else, because, well, the politician, of course, they won't starve, but like normal small people that work for a living, um, that go to grocery stores, um, yeah, that they might end up starving, and doesn't matter where you live. And I think also, like, if some other countries will have shortages of something, and it's also the other thing is like, whenever there's something happening in some countries in the world, America's always sending like all this aid and stuff. But does anybody ever send any aid to this country? Because we have lots of homeless here too, and lots of poor people too. Nobody sends anything, right? So yeah, if we end up starving here, nobody's gonna send us anything. So you guys better stock up, because even if it's just gonna be less, you don't want to live with less. You want to have like normal. Okay, thank you guys for watching. I hope this video was helpful. Write down your comments below. What do you think, if it's possible for starvation to happen in the United States?